Got a cool tape deck in this time. This one's an Akai GXC 570. 3-head, glass head, 3-motor, dual capstan. Guy says it has a funny smell. Well, we'll see. I don't smell anything, but I certainly do hear something. Let's get this one back into tip-top shape. This is an Akai GXC 570D. This is a 3-head glass head cassette deck, a front loader. This was one of Akai's top-of-the-line machines of its day. A very well-performing machine. Got a real wood cabinet. You can see this one's got a bit of a chip in it, but that was before it arrived here. Power door, press the button. It opens up the door. This is where you can set your rewind and fast forward speed. It has a pitch control for playback. And you can select your tape type, low noise, chrome, or ferrochrome. It does not support metal tape. Calibration tone for record calibration, your Dolby, noise reduction, multiplex filter, and of course the limiter are all selected under this glass, or actually it's not glass, it's plastic door. Soft touch controls throughout. This one here works. The complaint on it is it has a smell, an oily smell, so he says. I'm going to pull the top back off it and stick my nose in there and see why it smells. I don't know the history of it. I just know that I got it. This is a heavy machine too. It weighs a ton. We're going to pull the back off this one and take a look at the actual unit itself inside, see how it's built, and see if I can figure out where the smell is coming from, because if the unit itself works, so there's nothing really to be done on it. I was just giving it to investigate and see why it smells. So once all the screws in the back and the base are removed, the wood cover will lift off to reveal a nice solid metal chassis with a pretty good sized motor in here. So here's the unit on its side. This is the circuit board in the bottom. Doesn't look like these controls have ever had any cleaner sprayed in them. I don't see any indication that there's been any overspray or anything. I don't smell anything either. When I stick my nose around it, it smells like electronics, the normal electronic smell, at least normal to my nose. Looking in the top of this unit, this thing looks like it's been recapped at some point, because these don't look like the originals. Although the board doesn't look like it's been resoldered anytime recently. Just these Nippon chemical caps don't look like the originals. Maybe they are. They just look too new. They look like they've been changed at some point. But I don't know, I don't smell anything unusual coming from the unit. It smells like, you know, all old electronics have an odor to them. And this smells just like everything else. Complaint on it is it has like an oily smell, but I don't smell anything unusual. One thing for sure it does need is the controls are dirty. Listen to this. Put it in tape monitor or source mode. Listen to the level controls. Of course, now it's not going to do it. Oh, we have noise. We have noise on this thing. That noisy transistor it sounds like on this one. That control's a bit noisy. Wonder if this. Definitely got noise. Okay, we're going to do a recording on it now. So I'm recording now. That control's dirty too. You can hear it. Tape playback. Playback sounds kind of thin. Nice noisy controls. We'll start by cleaning those controls because they're bad. All the controls need to be cleaned on here. So let's start by cleaning those controls and we'll see how it sounds. Better. Go to the next control. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm calibrating the record level. So I'm going to set the tone to 0 on both the left and the right. And I'll switch to tape. I'm going to calibrate the left and the right here so that the playback is the same. Zero. That's how you calibrate these ones. So your record level is 0. This actually changes the calibration of the record amps. So the playback is the same. So we're calibrated now. That switch is also. See that? That switch also needs to be cleaned. We'll do these 3 down here at the top at the same time. Remove the front panel to access these switches, the switch here and the other 2 controls that I couldn't get from the back, so we'll clean these switches. The meter switch. And the mic level controls. See how that tone sounds now. Oh, I gotta put it in record to hear it. That's a little better. Record play switch, we'll just clean that one, it's right here. Oh, Morse code. Okay, that switch is clean. Let's just see whether this thing's still creating noise. That's my cell phone. Okay, all that noise we were getting before is gone. Excellent. That stupid cell phone. Yeah, that's the cell phone causing that. Yeah, all that noise that I was getting before, after cleaning all the switches, that noise is gone. Excellent. I was thinking a transistor. Just that hissing, crackling noise. I was thinking a transistor, but everything's quiet now. I'll kill the sound here. Nothing. Completely dead. No noise. Excellent. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear no noise. Put the front panel back on the unit now. There we go. Oh, this is a metric key, by the way. These hex keys on this are metric. The size that I'm using is a 3mm. Nothing like real metal controls, real metal knobs. We'll do a recording on here. you guys are wondering what I'm pressing, I've just taken my MP3 player and just mounted it. That's all it is. Just my little MP3 player that I built from that module. That's all I'm using for my. That's all I'm using for my music source. Okay, time to play the tape back. No noise. I've disconnected the input. Nice and quiet, as it should be. So I think that noise I was hearing before was dirt in the switches, was causing that. I don't smell anything abnormal. Let's say the complaint on this was, he said it worked, it just had an oily smell to it, which I cannot smell, but it didn't work because it was noisy and the controls were bad. Now the controls are clean. So I think I can safely say that this unit is good to go. I don't know if I pointed this out before, but this unit uses an AC induction motor. There's the AC capacitor there to run that induction motor. And the reels on this unit are direct drive for the take-up and supply hubs. So there's just one belt and it loops around both the caps and shafts. There's the belt there, and it is in good shape. Lots of torque, lots of tension, no indication that the belt is wearing in any abnormal way, which is good because they're kind of a pain in the butt to change on these ones. You gotta take the whole mechanism apart to get at it. But that's for another day because there's nothing wrong with this one. As I say, the only thing I could really find wrong with this was dirty controls. And everything else is checking out good. It's working perfect. It's recording and playing, and it sounds as good as this unit was capable of sounding. Again, it's a glass ferrite head, so they are fairly good performers, but certainly not as good as some of the other heads that followed that were developed later on. This is quite early, right? The glass ferrite heads were quite early on, and the other types of heads were developed later on, which were much better. Okay, thanks for watching. That about does it. If you want to support my channel, you can certainly do so either through PayPal or through support through Patreon. The address is on the screen. Thanks for watching.